This is Mohan Sheshadri. Today, I want to share some of the information that I got through research on diet and nutrition, and most importantly, I wanted to share my journey on the recent weight loss journey. So let me start by telling like I'm not a certified nutritionist or I'm not like a certified trainer to give you tips, but I'm just here to share my journey on the recent weight loss thing that I went through. Um, I did lose some 7 to 8 kilos in 45 days, which I thought is huge considering my history and the attempts that I did before on various diet and fitness programs. But yeah, I'm just here to share my journey, right? So this is a diet I followed. What I ate for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack to the food and its quantities. But yeah, so this session is not about this, right? So this is not about following a fixed diet plan or anything like that. It's more about learning, more about diet and nutrition and how you can adopt to build your own plan, right? Um, so what's the science behind weight loss? So I started researching more about nutrition. I learned more, and there are like plenty of videos available on YouTube, and there's so much information available on the internet. So I started like learning about like nutrition, and I wanted to know a little more about my body and how I can adopt all these principles to my day-to-day food habits. And this time I really wanted to do some prep work on this weight loss project, right, and execute it. Um, so I always knew like weight loss is about like 70% diet and 30% exercise. And I did try out some diets before, right? Like without much success. So I ate only chapatis in the night, and you keep hearing right, all these things: avoid rice, ice cream, chocolate, and you lose weight. And there are like even more famous ones. So drink lemon warm water, you'll be fine, and probably jeera methi water as well. And there's a lot of videos on this intermittent fasting which concentrates on like not on what you want to eat, but like when you want to eat. Right, and there are a few others as well. So I did follow some of these diets before, without much success. So this time, like I really wanted to learn, in detail on like how it works, and I wanted to adopt it. Right. So what is the problem with the diet plan that like others give you, right? So basically, I felt that it's not, it's not something that you can sustain over time. So I found like so many issues with this diet plan, basically. So they give you like some fixed, diet plans, right? And no matter like how good this diet plan is, how customized it is, I still found some problems. So it sometimes have like, okay, there are, eat this at 8, eat this at 11, eat this at 12, and like, what if you don't get those, that food, or what if you don't get those ingredients? What if you are not able to eat at that exact time? Right. So this looks more like a fixed thing, which I didn't like, basically. And also it was very hard to follow for me because it was like boring sometimes, right? um it was, it's usually a fixed food with like some 2 or 3 variations, and you can't eat that for like say 45, 50 days if you don't know enough about it. And there are days where you want to go out, you want to party, and like, yeah, so if you don't know enough about this food, so it is supposed to fail, right? Like, so I genuinely felt that this is something that I cannot sustain over a long time. So that's when I started learning more about this food and nutrition. So what I found out, basically there are a few categories of food. So you can see carbs, right? So carbs, you keep hearing about this, especially if you're on a diet plan, like eat less carbs, then like you can lose weight and all such things. But what are carbs? So carbs are basically like they give you energy for your body to function, right? So they give you like, eat them when you are going to do any work, like they give you like energy for you to function. um, And so usually like our days are like, yeah, so we work in the morning and usually sleep in the night, right? So so carbs are like ideal for your breakfast and lunch. And you can consume carbs at any point of time, but when you know that like you're going to burn them. So if you are even if you want to eat carbs in the evening or night, it's okay. But let's say after your dinner you want to take a walk or you want to do some household work, then it's fine. But the idea is to not eat carbs just before going to sleep. So that's what I learned about carbs. And in addition, there are also different types. There are proteins and fats, right? So learn about them, read about. There's a lot of information on these as well on the internet. So proteins and fats are like very essential for your body. Um, so usually there is a suggested amount, of proteins and fats that you need to take for your, for your body. So they suggest something like 1 gram of protein for your body weight, and they say like 10 to 20% of your calories daily intake should come from fat and such recommendations. But anyway, for me, it was like good to know about like proteins and fats and their importance. And there are also fibers, right? So they are good for gut health, and like best when consumed with proteins, keeps you full, and it has like many more benefits. So I kept learning about this, and like the idea is to make sure that like each meal contains like some quantity of this, right? So trying to make your make your meal as balanced as you can. So that's by including like carbs, proteins, fat, and fiber in some quantities. So this is the first thing that I learned when I was reading about this nutrition and diet. So the other thing that I observed is the calorie count. So like, yeah, keeping calorie count. So yeah, basically what is weight loss? So weight loss is like not a magic, it's a science. Um, so there are this concept of calories, right? Like each of your depending on your height, weight, metabolism, etc. So you will need a particular number of calories in a day. Correct. So let's say you need 3,000 or 3,500 calories for you need to consume for your daily function. Um, so the idea here is to create that kind of calorie deficit. So basically, like if you consume less calories than what your body needs, then you are going to lose weight, right? And if you are consuming more calories than what your body needs on a daily basis, then you are going to gain weight. So it's that simple. So yeah, so let's say you need 3,000 calories in a day for your daily function, and you are consuming only 2,000 calories, then you are creating a calorie deficit of like say 1,000 calories. Correct. So and when if you create like enough calorie deficit, for example, see 7,700 calories constitute to 1 kg. You can Google for this number. So the idea is to keep creating this deficit. So like once you reach this number, you are going to lose 1 kg. So that's a general idea. So same applies for your weight gain as well. Um, so this is what I learned about calories. It's that simple, right? And the thing that I also observed is like, yeah, so don't only go by calories. Eat as nutritious and as balanced food as you can, because because basically your body needs 3,000 calories, but you're consuming only 2,000 calories. So the quality is also important. So you have to consume 2,000 good calories. So you just don't eat based on this number of calories. It also depends on what you're eating. Say for example, groundnuts, chana, green gram, avocado, they may I found out sometimes they're like high in calories, but they're like very good for your body. So yeah, so my second observation is always keep count of calories, but calories is not everything, right? And I also learned about like these empty calories. So avoid eating empty calories, right? So basically, what are empty calories? So the foods that are like high in calories, but your body won't have any benefit consuming them. They're like probably eaten for taste and yeah. So like what are empty calories? Like can be like your processed sugar, packaged snacks with like a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, and sweets made with sugar, energy drinks, soda, added sugars and solid fats. So these are basically some examples of empty calories. So avoid eating these empty calories. They're not good for your body. They're just like increasing your daily calorie intake, which is not helping, especially if you want to lose weight, if you are on that project, right? So a strict no to processed food. Yeah, so these are the things that I observed. These are the things that I wanted to implement. And replacements, right? So I talked about carbs. So carbs are the ones which will give you energy for you to function, right? So the idea here is to eat like as complex carbs as possible, yeah, right? So again, like you can read about this. So if you eat a complex carb, so it releases sugar at like a regular interval to your bloodstream instead of like releasing at once. So it will keep you full for a long time, and usually like these complex carbs are like more nutritious than simple carbs. Um, I'll come to like different examples with pictures maybe a little later. But yeah, so if you take this example of like say white bread and like say brown bread or whole wheat bread, so it may be like one slice may still be like 70 calories in both the cases. But if you eat like a complex carb, it will keep you full. Right, it'll release sugar to your bloodstreams like over the time, so that you don't feel hungry, you don't feel like eating again. So read about this, but I felt like having a balanced in addition to having balanced diet, I think like how you eat this carbs also matters a lot. So what are the examples? So for example, as we discussed, like brown bread, you can replace it with white bread, or brown or red rice instead of like white rice, or quinoa is a great replacement. I use it a lot in my diet. So it tastes very nice also, and it's a complete protein. You can read about it. You can read about its advantages. And oats as well. Oats is like it's again a complex carb. It'll keep you full. Um, and yeah, it can be a great replacement than say a typical rice breakfast. So yeah, so those are my observations. And coming to my 40 day project, right? So again, so this time like I really wanted to do prep work, and if at all you're going to execute it, I would say like prep work is like most important, right? So that's the time where you are like experimenting. That's the time where you are like learning about like yourself, you're like what you can sustain. Because at 40 day, yes, especially if you want to do a 40-day project or like even more, so this is like the most important. So try to prepare your own meals, try to like cook your own meals when possible, because this will so one yeah, so you can understand like what ingredients goes into that meal, right? Like you are in control on the kind of calories that you consume. Um, Also, yeah, so you can make your meal as tasty as possible. Like try to prepare your food, do like 2 3 trials, like make sure like your food tastes like as tasty as possible. Otherwise it's really tough to sustain this diet. Yeah, so one more important thing is exercise, right? So how much exercise we should do, so that's a big question. So exercise is a very important thing in this journey as well, because again, like you're creating calorie deficit by doing exercise, right? Like if you can do some exercise, so that is like a calorie deficit that you're creating. So yeah, how much exercise you should do? Maybe like in my experience, I think something like 30-minute walk in the morning and say 20-minute walk in the evening. That's great if you can do it. Or maybe like 45 minutes to 1 hour walk at a stretch if you can do it. That's also great. So try out. So try out different options. Try out like if you want to do walk, if you want to do yoga, if you want to do like weights, but but make sure that like you just put like enough exercise, but like not too much that you'll not be able to sustain it over 45 days or more, right? So I would suggest like maybe something like a 300 to 350 calorie deficit if you can create by exercise, so that's great. So the idea is like not to do like so much exercise and like not to do it the next day. It's more like about like how much you can sustain and how much um, you can really do it. And yeah, so cheat meals, right? It's very important to plan your cheat meals as well in this project, because so especially if you're it again depends on the person, but if you're going to do this thing for like a long time, then probably you will need cheat meals, right? So I used to eat cheat meals like once in a week or once in 2 weeks. So plan your cheat meals properly. So know like what it's going to cost. Like, okay, if I want to eat this on this particular day, like just because it's cheat day, it's not like you'll unconsciously eat anything. It's also like a good way to learn about this cheat meal and like when to integrate it. So yeah, so plan it properly. Don't lie to yourself that like yeah, you're not going to eat anything for 45 days. You're not going to eat cheat meals for 45 days. So that's important in my opinion. So project execution. So yeah, so after the prep work, I started implementing all these changes that I learned, right? And so I used to track my weekly progress, and like yeah, whenever like you feel down, feel like giving up, like to see if you can listen to some motivational videos, like when you're walking, so that may help, right? Um, so yeah, so it's not something that I did, but I think it may be a good idea to implement this as well during your project execution. So yeah, so there are like some sample meals that I want to show you. So this is my Instagram profile where I've uploaded some of the sample meals. You can follow me if you like. But yeah, so one of the example of the breakfast, right? There is like proteins, there are like some carbs, there are like more protein, and fibers as well, and trying to keep as balanced as possible. And it's also like a lot of food, right? Like especially I mean, try to learn about like these veggies and fruits like your papaya and watermelon. You will really appreciate them, especially when you want to eat like only so and so calories in a day, because they're like very low in calories and very filling, right? So try to include them, but yeah, when you sit for a meal, make sure that like there are like all four of these categories, and try to make your food like as balanced as you can. See, this is again like oatmeal with like berries and walnuts, and so trying to make as tasty as I can. So again, very filling, very tasty. Yeah, so again, this was like one such replacement. So this is about this is a quinoa, a great replacement for rice. So and rajma. And yeah, so typical South Indian like ragi roti with palya and dal. And yeah, so there's like some brown bread and there's some like cheese, avocados, jalapenos, and lettuce, beans. Like again, trying to make it very tasty and like very balanced as you can. Avocados are like great fats. Read about them. They're like very very helpful when you're losing weight. So if you include them properly in your diet. Um, Again, typical South Indian like ragi ball, and so the one thing that to notice here is like ghee, right? Like it's a very good fat, very good for your digestion. Learn about it. Fats are like very good for you if used properly. And there is also like some fiber and salad in there. And again, so a lot of watermelon, right? Like a lot of water content will keep you full. It'll with in addition to like protein. It's a great breakfast. Yeah, so this is again something like upma prepared with like steel cut oats. So again, half the plate filled with veggies. Again, a great meal. So again, some like air fried potatoes and tomatoes and eggs. Like trying to keep as balanced as I can and as tasty as I can. And again, that's me, right? So I've given like different examples of this, foods. This avocado toast and like, some salads and ragi ball and all that. Um, but yeah, try out like different options, and see like what works best for you, right? And yeah, so just added some like images. So there is these are like some of the references that I took. There is a great video where Amir Khan talks about his transformation about Dangal, mainly about the calorie deficit, right? So that we talked about. There are some great videos from Luke Coutinho on your like daily diet planning and all that. And yeah, so Rujuta Divakar, there are like some great videos. And there are like a lot of Pink Villa videos also that you can watch. So it has like what celebrities eat in a day kind of videos. It's good. Like you can watch them and like you can see if you can like implement like some of their foods into your diet as well. So it will give you like a lot of options. So this is what I did. So yeah, so that's all is my journey, and like basically I want to conclude by saying like it's our responsibility to eat right, right? Eat well, stay happy and healthy. So learn enough about this nutrition and food so that you can prepare your own diet chart, and you can prepare like your own routine, right? It's not about following that person or this diet. It's about like building your own diet, which you like most importantly, right? And which you can sustain over time. And yeah, so what you eat today is tomorrow's culture. So it's a big responsibility, and I was like eat well. So this is the information that we are going to pass on to the next generation as well. So eat responsibly, and know like what you are eating, right? So yeah, so that's all from me. So just wanted to share this journey with you guys, and I really hope you take some positives out of this video. All the very best, and yeah, so do let me know if you have any feedback for me. Thank you.